All right guys, so we're back from Ian's. He wrapped the door panels of the R34 GTR. So these are looking really good. This is the material was provided by Crank Motorsport to actually match the front seats, as well as you guys already saw in the earlier video, the rear seats. So we're gonna be installing these rear door cards, and I'm gonna give you guys a full tour in this video of the full interior. We updated some LEDs, we pulled the radio out, we switched the trim bezel, we added all our suede material. So follow us along today, and yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy this one. It's a banger. Along with the interior, we're installing the LOWGLOW kit. I chose this kit for a couple of reasons. I've seen some of the stuff they're doing with the 8.6s, and if you go check out their Instagram, you'll see a ton of cool videos with it, some of the features and stuff like that. But I like this kit because the terminals to disconnect and connect them are right at the end of the actual LED strip. So I did a deep dive looking into other kits and asking where the terminals are. I actually have some other kits here, and I tested them, and like, this isn't gonna work. The reason for that is because with the front air diffuser and the rear diffuser, I want to be able to service the car and take them off and just be able to unscrew the actual underglow strip itself, remove the diffuser, put it back up. We have a full wiring kit. We have a front, the sides, and the rear. The cool thing about this kit and why I went with this one is because of the GTR, you can actually unplug these at the end of the connectors here. So let's see if this is actually true. So at the end of this, if I need to remove the rear diffuser or the front diffuser, I can actually do so by these clips. We have to hide them up there. And these are actually sold to us very specific lengths. I don't see a measurement on here. They must actually know here by this, but we measured it specifically for the front, the rear, diffuser, and the sides of the GTR. So when you order from them, you can actually get different lengths on the sides, and we should have this thing all perfect. In the front, there is actually two kits. Let me just get this one out of the way here. So this is the fronts here. There's actually two of them, and what they do is they join up in the middle like this so that you don't have any interruption, and then this will come off to the side, and then this will come up to the other side, and then you can remove it by actually taking these out and removing your whole diffuser. So we'll figure out how to secure this without ruining anything, but that's how this is gonna be. You want the kit to actually butt up next to each other. So front, and the rear will actually be a little different, but this is something we're not gonna show you every detail, but the rear is actually a little bit smaller. We measured this around the diffuser, and you can see, super simple here. The rear itself is more like this. Okay, so that's the difference. I saw someone on a video and they put this in the front. I don't know if it's proprietary. This would be easier for our situation. I'm gonna ask them if we do this because these will actually butt together, or you can put them just like this if you need to. So, like I said, cool thing, they'll all just be able to come out. We can drop the rear diffuser. And if you guys seen some of our other videos, we do have a carbon diffuser for the front. And if we wanna get two of these kits for the front, we can easily order this, or if this gets ripped off, we can buy new replacement stuff easy from these guys. So all this is just harness cables. So this is the important part here that we have to figure out in the R34 where we want to do this. We've pre-wired stuff for our tail lights. We have extra switches already inside the car. Turn this on. So we probably will not be using their wiring per se. Let's see what we got here. Pretty straightforward, but the battery being in the back of the R34 makes things a little different for the installation. This looks like a standard harness. So we're gonna get power and ground to this. So this will be done in the back of the car with a relay, just like all the other stuff I've shown you guys before. So we have a proprietary switch. This looks pretty simple. It is a three-way switch, to be honest with you. So we got to figure that out. 3 wires on this side. And then this is 2 wires. Oh, so this is the cool little control box. This does everything. So this comes with a special little screwdriver. So we got to figure out how this actually works. And then here's the special plug right here. So this is what's going to be coming out of the actual unit over here. It looks like these 3 wires. And then this is where this actually starts the whole daisy chain process. All right guys, so as I showed you, this was a work in progress. We are complete. We had to kind of do a little bit of it off camera. We wanted to kind of get that, it's called the SEMA crunch, and wanted to get this thing ready in time for some of the events and stuff that we were invited to. We'll start here with the Alcantara. This is the Mines Alcantara center console. They got the shift, the e-brake, and the shift boot. Got a little Grady guy covering up my Mines shift knob here. We did replace all this, including the ashtray, with this is a Series 2. It's a little bit brighter, more aluminum look. We're waiting for our new cigarette lighter to come in. So that covers this. We also put a cup holder back here. Most of you guys maybe don't know about that. but full-size cups actually fit in there pretty decently, so that's a really game changer. Right now we have a brand new OEM steering wheel. This is from a Series 2. It has the gray stitching, so matching all this silver gray, which is also matching the seats here. So that's kind of the look I was going for. And we have the HKS floor mats, which are they're called the monochrome. I left the gauges in. I talked to you guys about that. I do have a brand new pillar, but I just haven't found a new pillar replacement yet. I'm off to the door card, so this is actually fully installed. So this is the new piece actually put in there from Crank Motorsport. I'm really happy with it. The seats are actually really comfy. They sit just like this much lower, but they slide really good. I'm just really comfy in them, and it's a really good look. So I didn't want to ruin my OEM seats. Actually, the seats were in really good condition. If you know the price and the market value of those seats, they're worth quite a bit of money. So I went with the route of actually getting 2 brand new seats. They actually sell these in a cover as well, so you can reskin your OEM seats. But I went this route so I don't have to worry about it. I think they're super cool. Their brackets were decently nice as far as aftermarket brackets go. So come on up in here. So we redid the headliner. We're still waiting for some parts. I talked to you guys about this. So this is a new mirror. I'm waiting for the black cover here. We got the black visors themselves. This one over here has got a little mirror. So this piece, we're still waiting to find these in black. I think I have these in the mailbox. I just haven't checked yet. We had to go source this. I think this is from an S15 Silvia, but this is actually in black. I have a gray one back here for now. It's not terrible, but I will be looking to replace this and update this. But the biggest thing is what Ian's did is they did the Alcantara roof, which I thought was like a really good way for us to do this car. I saw the price of the Mines one and then the shipping. So we have a local shop here that was just really easy to replace this, reskin it, and I'm really happy the way it came out. So the full interior just has a completely new look. My vision was just to get a really new, clean interior. I don't know if I want to use the word obsessed, but the Series 2 cars have this black interior, and those are not legal to import yet. But a set of seats for those are quite expensive. So I went with the aftermarket route. I'm real happy with my choice on these. And then everything just kind of went from there once I picked the seats with the gray stitching. I already knew. I picked those Mines pieces up when I was in Japan last year. You know, had a lot of this stuff set, you know, before they actually had the car. The silver pulls in well to the outside of the car and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys really enjoyed the overview of that interior and what I did to make it my personal car, what I enjoyed and what I like and what I was looking for. So I'll put a link below for Crank Motorsport USA. This is not a paid sponsor, but Mark is a friend of mine. I talked to him again at SEMA this year. He comes out every year. I love the seats. Talk to him. He's got the seats in stock. He's got the covers. He's got the rails. He's in the East Coast. He's over in New Jersey there. He's an R34 owner himself. So hit him up. Get yourself a set of these seats. I really enjoy this look. It's just nice, new. The whole car feels refreshed. For me, I really like the touch and feel of everything new. I told you we guys have the OEM, new OEM steering wheel on now. We're actually going to be putting a Mine steering wheel in later. So let's get on to the actual underglow. Finish the install on that too. We were going to install it in the front, and we some of the video that we were testing it and stuff like that, but we actually went to the trunk and came down and around through here, and we actually put the little module underneath the seat there and then ran it up and underneath. We did accomplish what I was looking for. So the fronts were coming around and they go up with no drilling into the actual diffuser, and the plugs are right there so you can disconnect them. Same thing with the side rails and then onto the back. I probably would have got a little bit longer of a rear piece. I think we went with 24. I just didn't want the lights, the neon tubes, to actually, like when you look at the side of the car, like to see the actual lights. I did end up figuring out how their 3-way switch worked. Come on in here for a second. If you guys remember back on a couple other videos, so I have these switches here, and this first switch was dedicated back in the day actually for the underglow. So just by touching that, I can control my underglow. And the second one was for the taillights and things like that, so you can check that out. It actually has a bunch of different modes to the app. Right now, it'll always set to default whatever you left it at. Obviously, it's not night, but check out my Instagram. You guys can see some of the videos with it. So while we were editing the video, I noticed we didn't talk about this, but we did install the covers themselves. Lehman Paint actually repainted these, plus this lower piece. These had some like little boogers and stuff on them. So this car, this color actually specifically, has a lot of known issues with faded paint. Like this is a plastic material. This is like a urethane, and then you got the metal here. So there's just tons of issues. I see it on white cars. I see it on 3 or 4 other colors that stuff just doesn't match. So I wanted to like clean this up. I was a little embarrassed to actually be driving this car around with mismatched paint. So just wanted to plug that in here and yeah, check out Lehman Paint. He's in Vegas. You pretty much need to go check him out in person to get any work done. But his info's right here. Next video, we're gonna be doing the Nismo intercooler. It's already installed, but I'm gonna go over the tips and tricks. One quick point is, I didn't have to worry about it, but it will not, the Nismo intercooler will not fit the OEM GTR R34 bumper. You need to use the Nismo bumper like I have, or you need to use the Z2 bumper because that core is super thick. It's 4 inches thick. So thanks a lot, guys, and see you guys on the next video.